So friends, I want to share my detailed study with you on 7 P's. If you understand each of these 7 P's of your life would be completely transformed from here. Now, each of us starts our life from pain. Obviously, when we are born, we cry, and obviously the life starts from there. Whether you have started a business, whether you have started anything, it starts with pain. An athlete who is starting preparation also, he has started with pain. But let me share an insight with you. Whenever pain is activated in your life, at the same time, simultaneously, pleasure is also activated. Or if you activate pleasure in your life, let's say someone likes consuming alcohol, someone likes smoking, or someone likes to eat a pizza, pasta, burger, something like that. Same time, you have induced pain in your life. Whether it is pain or whether it is pleasure, they are activated in your life simultaneously, just like head and tail on a coin. Whether you see head or whether you see tail, there is one bright side and there is one dark side. Anything that is activated out of pain or pleasure, immediately the other thing is activated in your life. And people continue to play between this both. Athletes, they go through so much pain to prepare for an event, but the athletes who have prepared, who have gone through the maximum pain, those athletes are the one who experience pleasure at the end. Same is with pleasure also. Those who have done a lot of smoke all their life, they have continuously accumulated all the pain. Every time a person goes out to fag, every time a person goes out to drink, he is continuously storing pain inside him. He thinks that he is having pleasure right now, but at the same time, he is accumulating so much pain inside. And one day, that pain will blast and that person will lose his life. Same is with anyone in this world. Not even a single human being, not even a single animal is spared out of this. To every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. And this is the theory of pain and pleasure. One has to understand that you do not want to get trapped either into pain and neither you want to get trapped into pleasure, because no matter whatever you will do, you will again go through the cycle. You will fall on the other side, and again when you are there on the other side, you will always fall on this side. So prepare your mind to be equanimous. Whatever is happening around you, or whatever addictions you have today, if let's say you are addicted to smoking, let's say you are addicted to drinking or any kind of sweets or sour food, whatever you may be addicted to, this is the time to think that I don't want to get addicted. I don't want to further accumulate all the pain. Observe whatever now pain has been stored, because suddenly if you want to give up anything, a bad habit that is there inside you now, suddenly you want to give up on that bad habit, it is going to be very, very difficult. If you have been smoking for last 20 years, you decide today that I want to stop smoking, you will have to go through a painful period of 15, 20 days, 30 days, whatever that period might be. So convince yourself that I will go through pain and I will take that and I will make sure that I don't continue that bad habit anymore, because that accumulation of that pain, accumulation of that smoke inside you is going to take you towards destruction of this body. Do not lose this body. This body is very, very important. This body is the most important tool to take you to the 7th P. So let us continue further and we will see the next 2 P's now. Now let us talk about the next 2 P's. We have seen the first 2 P, pain and pleasure, and how pain and pleasure are one and the same only. They exist at the same time. Same way, procrastination and passing the time, both these P's also exist simultaneously. Each and every human being in this world initially has this. Now, I know quite a few of them who have changed themselves completely, But there are more than 99% people in the world who would like to do the easiest task first. Or if given an opportunity to relax, they would want to pass the time. They would like to lose the time. And that is the major problem. This 2Ps trap everyone, and 99% people lose 99% time of their life in this 2Ps, which is passing the time and procrastination. Procrastination means, let's say you got assigned with 10 tasks today in your office. 9 tasks are the easiest one, and the 10th task is very difficult. What will you do first? Whether you will do the 9 easy tasks first, or whether you will do the most difficult task first. If you say that you will do the 9 tasks first, then you are a procrastinator. And this was a problem with me also. I'm not saying that you are a procrastinator. I also at some point of time was a procrastinator. I would also clear the easiest emails from my inbox first and keep the most difficult one to be done later. So I read the book Eat That Frog from Brian Tracy, and that book gave me a lot of insight and helped me understand that you have to do the difficult task first. Never look for easy tasks first. Do the most difficult one. A lot of people complain that why in my organization or why at my home the most difficult tasks are given to me, and why easy tasks are given to him or that person. You are lucky if you are getting the most challenging tasks initially in your life. You are the most luckiest person. Do not complain about the challenges. Go and give your 100% in executing the challenging things. Keep those 9 easy things aside. Do that one difficult thing, and you will start progressing now. If you do this now, you will see a lot of progress in your life happening now. I have seen people, when I travel, I see people telling me, oh, this is the seat I've been possessing for last 30 years. When I go to a government organization, someone will say that, oh, I am in so-and-so position from last 30 years. That man has spent the most important time of his life procrastinating, passing the time in that one single chair. And he starts assuming that the chair belongs to him. He starts assuming that he is going to be there on that chair for lifetime, or he is going to be there doing the same task for lifetime. It's not going to be like that. The day you are shunted from that position, the day you lose that, and suddenly your life becomes disaster, because your entire life has gone in passing the time or procrastinating, and these two things result in a destruction. So please remember, you have to make sure you do not get trapped on this ladder. You have to continuously move from here and go to the next P of your life, which is passion. Until and unless you create passion, you are not going to succeed. So make sure you have passion. Let us talk about passion now. Now, passion. You would have heard a lot of videos, you would have read a lot of books on passion. A lot of influencers keep on talking about passion, that why it is important to be passionate. I have seen videos from American influencers. Hey man, you need to be passionate about something. Until and unless you don't have passion in your life, you will not be able to do anything in your life. And exactly, you need to be passionate about something. What is passion? Passion means you commit yourself so much to doing something. A swimmer commits himself to swimming so much that day and night he thinks only about swimming. An athlete would do the same thing. Any other athlete would do the same thing. Any person who is programming or any research engineer trying to do any kind of a research, he commits himself to doing that thing so much that he's not able to think anything else. So passion is very important, because what passion does is, passion helps you to get rid of the thoughts of pain or pleasure. Passion helps you to get rid of passing the time or procrastination, because you are not going to get trapped into on any of these four ladders, you are always going to go beyond and beyond, beyond and beyond. But is passion everything? Is this fifth P everything? No, because there is an end to passion also. One day you will find yourself in a situation where you would have lost the passion. And if you lose the passion, and if you do not have access to the next step, there is a death valley in front of you. After passion, there is no ladder. There is a death valley. A lot of people who are passionate about something, they commit suicide. They have done a lot, but they have gone through depression. Many people have done many mistakes and have caused a massive disaster after losing the passion. So it is very important to understand the sixth P. The sixth P and the seventh P is extremely important, but there is a death valley in between. You need a guru, you need a coach to. So let me now take you through this death valley, what exactly you can do to make sure that you never, when this situation comes in your life, when you have lost out on the passion, or an athlete, or let's say a cricket player who was so passionate about playing cricket, and suddenly after playing cricket for 10 years, now it is over for him. The team doesn't want him, the selectors don't select him. What to do after that? So you have to cross the death valley, and here are some tips from my side. Now, to cross this death valley, you need a guru, a proper guru. And if you're not able to find a guru, read some books. There are some amazing books that will guide you. I have been following some amazing authors like Brian Tracy, an exceptional author, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's written Becoming Supernatural, Dr. Brian Weiss, who's written Many Lives, Many Masters. So these are some amazing authors with some amazing books. There are books from Stephen M.R. Covey also, Stephen R. Covey also. So you can read those books also. Like Stephen M.R. Covey has written Trust and Inspire. That's a wonderful book to read. You can actually become a good leader in your life if you read that book. And same is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen R. Covey. So that book is also an exceptional book. These books will guide you. But if you get an experienced person, someone who has done it, someone who is peaceful, someone who is very calm all the time, if you get that kind of a person to guide you, nothing as good as that, because the time you spend in reading 10 books, a good guru will teach you everything in few minutes every day. But if you don't get a guru, and if you are not able to read books, then I recommend doing Vipassana, because Vipassana is a science that has helped me big time, and it has helped me to transform my life. And this death valley, once you are able to cross this death valley with the help of a guru, with the help of some of these good books, some of the good videos available online, and Vipassana, if you are able to cross this death valley, the last 2 P's of your life, that ladder would be accessible to you, and that ladder gives you access to the 6th P and the 7th P. Now let us talk about the 6th P and the 7th P. 6th P is purpose, and the 7th P is peace. If you are able to identify a peaceful purpose in your life, you will then get access to the 8th section on the ladder, and that 8th section is enlightenment. So the peaceful purpose can be anything. If you want to commit your life to making the world better, to decarbonization of the world, if any good purpose, if you can identify that I will uplift the poor people, the needy people, I will help them succeed in their life, and that can become a peaceful purpose of your life. Once you have such a peaceful purpose in your life, this purpose will drive you to the end, because all the good powers in the world, like Dr. Brian Weiss has mentioned in Many Lives, Many Masters, so there are superpowers around us. we cannot see them. Like we cannot see this 4G and 5G network around us. Same way, we cannot see any of these exceptional energies, any of these superpowers which are around us, which will start taking care of us if we commit ourselves to a peaceful purpose. People who commit themselves to doing good for others, those who are continuously checking inside, consciously ensuring that I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm not dishonest, I'm having maximum integrity, I'm ensuring that everyone around me is benefited, I'm not looking to do things only for myself. Once you start committing yourself to such a peaceful purpose, then the doors to the final section of the ladder, which is beyond the 7P, that enlightenment door opens for you. But there is a lot of difficulties on that final ladder also. When you want to go through the process of enlightenment, you have to go through pain, and you have to go through pleasure and procrastination. Everything will come on the way again. You will have to put an equanimous mind. You will have to ensure that you are peaceful all the time, and then only that final ladder will be opened up for you. But to make sure, after you have crossed this death valley, you have to make sure that you stop living for yourself. You start committing yourself for the betterment of others. You have created a peaceful purpose for your life. If you are so well-to-do that your both meals are taken care of, then obviously you don't need to be worried about yourself at all. After that, committing yourself to a peaceful purpose will open the final process of your life, and that has to be the purpose of everyone's life. Or I would say that is the purpose of my life, to make sure I'm doing right things for everyone. Everyone gets benefited around me, and that gives me a lot of peace. The only time I've experienced peace in my life when I have done something good for others. I have never had peace whenever I've done anything for myself. Whenever I've done anything for myself, I've got pleasure. But whenever I've got pleasure, I've got pain. And then the cycle has continued. Pain and pleasure has continued. But whenever I've done anything good for others, that gives me a lot of satisfaction. That gives me a lot of peace. Same will continue. The same will happen with a lot of my friends who are making changes in their life, and you will see the final door opening for you. The superpowers around you will take care of opening the final door for you. How that will happen, when that will happen, do not bother at all. You need not be concerned at all that when is that going to happen. It will happen, and it will happen at the right time. Just have faith in the entire system. The system will take care of you. You don't need to be worried about the system at all. Cheers.